You know, if that was the case, his face would look like mush. You know, he's moving his head, he's jabbing.
He's slick. A lot of people too, like
since he knocked people out so much, people forget that he's a good boxer.
Yeah.
Terence Crawford is my favorite fighter of this era. You know, he's my favorite fighter of this era. So, as friends, as business, in boxing, Terence Crawford wins.
Right. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right.
Mike Tyson recently warned Canelo after watching Terence Crawford's intense training. Tyson said that every fighter has their own style, but when the moment comes, some transform into something as cruel as animals. He believes that when aggression and discipline come together, a boxer becomes almost unstoppable. To Tyson, Crawford looks like a man preparing for war, too hungry, too focused. And that could be...
That's what's so crazy.
Listen, most of these guys, Alexander Green, Hannibal, Genghis Khan, we have their DNA. That's why some people are savages to some, because we have these guys' DNA. These guys conquered the world, and look who we are, what level we are. We have their seeds. We have them. Some people, they have those psychopaths. Some people love killing people. Some people love eating people. Some people don't, just like animals, some animals get domesticated quicker than others. And the same in human beings. Some of them get domesticated quicker than others. And some of them just never get domesticated. They're just what they are.
I feel it's genetically passed down in makeup.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I think the way we're so attached to our phones is going to lead to us being attached to some electronic thing that we wind up accepting in our body.
No, listen,
and it's going to change what people are.
Like some iRobot shit, honestly?
Yeah, legitimately. Like some kind of cyborg
all of us
shit.
right now, if our phones stop now, we would start fighting for some reason. Before we figured this shit out, if our phones started now, we would for some reason find reasons to fight.
We're so distracted by phones. But I think the thing about phones is you accept the fact that everybody has one. You accept the fact you always have it on you. So it might as well be a part of your body. It's just not connected. And one day it will be. One day they're going to figure out how to put a thing on your head that makes your brain work way better. And a few people are going to do it and they're going to have a big advantage. And then we're all going to do it.
But until then,
your
phone will be like your will. When you die, take my phone, son.
Something Canelo isn't ready to handle. So, Crawford prepares for the toughest test of his career. He's been sparring with Carlos Adames, a rugged middleweight known for his relentless pressure and raw punching power. This move says a lot about Crawford's mindset. Facing someone as naturally big as Canelo, he knows that getting used to heavy shots isn't an option. It's a requirement. Taking Adames's power in training is sharpening both his...
So here's a video that many people have sent me to determine in their mind that Terence Bud Crawford would lose to Canelo Alvarez, or is going to lose September 13th to Canelo Alvarez, as he is sparring here middleweight WBC world champion Carlos Adames, who has 24 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 18 wins by way of knockout. And people are saying that Carlos Adames, who's 5'11" with a 73-inch arm reach, is having his way with Terence Bud Crawford. And this is an indication that the 168-pound Canelo Alvarez, who's 5'7" with a 70-inch arm reach, is going to have the same type of success and knock Terence Crawford out. But what people are not paying attention to is Terence Crawford is standing right in front of Carlos Adames and taking the big punches from Carlos Adames as he's standing in the pocket and counterpunching him and taking his blows at a smaller weight class while competing at 147. Now he bulked up. What y'all think?
His body and his mind for the storm he expects on fight night. That kind of preparation shows just how determined and strategic Crawford really is. Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo's former opponent and now a promoter, believes Canelo's aggression could also be his downfall. Yes, Canelo will bring pressure, but De La Hoya says Crawford has the creativity, patience, and skill to exploit openings. He pointed out that Dimitri Bivol beat Canelo with distance and pace, while Mayweather
has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez.
That's the $1 million question. When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, that to me is going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters.
Yeah.
He's not getting rattled at all.
No.
Berlanga's a big kid.
Yeah.
So it makes me think, I mean, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol. It happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right with no problem. And Canelo was way stronger than Mayweather. So there's
Don't you think Canelo's a better fighter than he was then? Today?
A better fight? Yeah, a little better. Yeah, his footwork is still the same. He's flat-footed. He's very heavy on his feet.
Obviously, Canelo has the power to hurt anyone.
In this game, power means a lot. If you can't keep your guy off you, or you don't know how because it's too much pressure. Right. And the one thing about Crawford is that he knows how to handle the pressure. He's a savvy boxer, you know, and he doesn't run. And he has that heart. He's a dog. He has that heart. You want to fight me? I'm going to fight you.
Demonstrated him with defense and ring IQ. Crawford, being a switch hitter, with quick counters and a sharp mind, could follow that blueprint. Canelo may throw hard and often, but Crawford's skill set gives him plenty of ways to win. Many experts are even comparing Crawford to Alexander Usyk, who as a naturally smaller heavyweight conquered giants like Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Usyk did it by sticking to his strengths: speed, technique, and confidence, rather than trying to match size with size. That's the lesson for Crawford.
Him bulking up and say, you know what? Nah, Terence Crawford, if you want a chance, not just to survive, but a chance to beat Canelo Alvarez, you have to be you. Just like Alexander Usyk was himself to face muscle machines like Anthony Joshua, big, tall enigma in the heavyweight division like Tyson Fury. Now, let me quickly give you an example of what I'm talking about. See, when Alexander Usyk fought Anthony Joshua, right? He weighed in at 221. Joshua was 244, giving up 20 pounds, over 20 pounds, almost 25 pounds, right? Alexander Usyk didn't chase Anthony Joshua in terms of trying to bulk up. Oh man, I'm going to fight this heavyweight. His power is going to be more than me. His weight, he could overwhelm me with his weight, his height, you know, his power. No, I'm going to be, I got to be the most comfortable fighter I could be. I gotta be comfortable under my own skin. I'm not gonna beat him off power. I gotta beat him off speed. I gotta beat him off movement. I gotta beat him off adjustments. I gotta beat him off IQ, right? So Alexander Usyk didn't have to bulk up to be successful. Now look at this one. Look at when he fought Tyson Fury. He kept the same energy, he kept the same mindset, and it still got him to become an undisputed heavyweight champion.
Instead of playing Canelo's game, he must rely on his rhythm, precision, and movement. Staying true to himself, just like Usyk, could be the key to balancing out Canelo's natural advantages. Crawford's coach, Joel Diaz, says the fight is bigger than just strategy. It's about legacy and money. Crawford has won multiple world titles, but often missed out on the biggest paydays. This fight changes that. It's not just about beating Canelo, it's about cementing his place in history.
Never made those millions of dollars that he deserved to make, and became friends with Turkey Al-Sheikh, which Turkey Al-Sheikh announced it publicly. Terence Crawford is my favorite fighter of this era. You know, he's my favorite fighter of this era. So, as friends, as business, in boxing, Terence Crawford wins. But he wins money. Because now, hey, you know what? As my friend that you are, I make you an offer. Would you fight Canelo? I'll give you 40 million. I don't know if it's 40, I don't know if it's 50, 60, but he's not going to make no less than $10 million. So right there, Crawford's winning, regardless. As a fighter, like, dude, you give me 20 million, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight Anthony Joshua right now. So Terence Crawford has to sell the fight. He has to say, I'll beat Canelo, left and right, whatever, right? But we've seen it we've seen it many, many times. when fighters move up 2 divisions to beat a champion, they fail. I mean, I saw it with Mikey Garcia when he fought Earl Spence. I saw it when Demetrius Andrade, a 147-pounder, was avoided for years. He moved to 54. He was avoided. He moved to 160. He fought maybe once or twice. Nobody wanted to fight him. So he moves to 68 and fights Benavidez. He looked good for the first 3 rounds because he's good. But once that heavy monster is coming at you, he'll destroy you.
Tyson argues that boxing is about skills, not size, and that Crawford's experience and mental toughness outweigh Canelo's physical edge. His confidence has added even more intrigue, suggesting that the next generation of fighters see Crawford as the one who can dethrone boxing's biggest name. Still, there are doubters. While everyone acknowledges Crawford's greatness, some argue he hasn't faced anyone with the same star power and experience as Canelo. Critics point out that while Errol Spence